As parents, one of the most challenging experiences is when our children disrespect us or ignore our requests. In those moments, it's easy to feel frustrated, hurt, or even angry. However, reacting impulsively can escalate the situation and damage the parent-child relationship. The key to handling these moments effectively is staying calm, maintaining control over your emotions, and responding in a way that teaches your children the importance of respect and communication. Instead of raising your voice or imposing harsh punishment, there are strategies you can employ that foster understanding and growth. By approaching these situations with patience, empathy, and clear boundaries, you can turn moments of disrespect into valuable learning opportunities for both you and your child. Keep your emotions in check. One of the most challenging aspects of parenting is navigating moments of conflict, particularly when dealing with disrespect from your children. In these situations, it is easy to feel overwhelmed with emotions like anger, frustration, and hurt. After all, you've dedicated your time, energy, and love into raising them, and when they act out or ignore you, it can feel like a personal affront. The emotional reaction is normal and understandable. However, it's important to recognize that how you respond in these moments can either de-escalate the situation or escalate it further. The first step in handling moments of disrespect with your children is to master your emotions. This doesn't mean pretending that you're not upset or brushing your feelings aside. Rather, it means learning to manage your emotions in a way that allows you to respond calmly and thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively out of frustration or anger. One of the most effective ways to do this is by pausing for a moment, taking a deep breath, and giving yourself a few seconds to regain composure. This simple action can make all the difference in how you approach the situation. When we are emotionally triggered, our brain is flooded with stress hormones, which can cloud our judgment and make us more likely to say or do something in the heat of the moment that we might regret later. By taking a step back, you give your brain the time it needs to process the situation and respond more rationally. This is a critical skill, not only in parenting, but also in life. Learning to pause in these moments enables you to make decisions with clarity and wisdom, rather than acting from a place of reaction. The power of emotional control. The ability to control your emotions in the face of a child's disrespect is an invaluable parenting tool. When you approach these moments with calm, your words are more likely to be heard and respected. When you react in anger, however, your words may come across as harsh, and they may cause further resentment or pushback from your child. This doesn't mean that you should suppress your emotions entirely, but rather that you should express them in a constructive and thoughtful manner. For example, if your child speaks to you disrespectfully, instead of reacting with anger or frustration, take a moment to breathe and assess the situation. Reflect on the underlying causes of their behavior. Are they tired, stressed, or upset about something else in their life? In many cases, disrespectful behavior can be a manifestation of deeper issues, such as frustration, fear, or insecurity. Understanding these underlying emotions allows you to address the root cause of the behavior, rather than just focusing on the disrespect itself. By staying composed, you can also prevent the situation from spiraling out of control. Emotional outbursts often lead to more conflict, which can escalate the problem and create a cycle of negativity. By choosing to remain calm, you help break this cycle and create a space for constructive dialogue. Your calmness acts as an anchor in the storm of emotions, and in time, your child will begin to see you as a steady and reliable source of support. Furthermore, by demonstrating emotional control, you show your children that it's possible to manage difficult emotions without letting them take over. This is a powerful lesson in resilience, one that they will carry with them throughout their lives. It teaches them that while they may not always be able to control what happens to them, they can control how they respond to it. The ripple effect of calmness. The benefits of remaining calm during moments of conflict extend beyond just the immediate situation. When you consistently handle challenges with emotional control, you set the tone for how your family interacts as a whole. Over time, this creates a family dynamic that values patience, understanding, and emotional intelligence. Your children will begin to model your behavior, not only in their interactions with you, but also in their relationships with others. For example, if you consistently show your children how to manage their emotions, they are more likely to adopt these same strategies when interacting with their peers, teachers, and even later in romantic relationships. Emotional regulation is one of the most important skills children can learn, as it equips them to handle the complexities of life with maturity and grace. By demonstrating emotional composure in difficult moments, you are giving them a valuable tool that will serve them well in all areas of their life. Another powerful aspect of emotional control is that it helps build trust between you and your child. Children want to feel safe, heard, and understood. When you react with calmness and empathy, you show them that they can rely on you to handle difficult emotions in a way that is both constructive and compassionate. They will come to trust that no matter what happens, you will be there to listen to them and offer support without judgment or anger. Building a foundation of respect. Remaining calm is not just about keeping the peace in the moment. It is about creating a foundation of respect within the family. Respect is not something that can be demanded. It must be earned. When you show your child respect by remaining calm and composed in the face of their disrespect, you are teaching them how to treat others with dignity and understanding. It's easy to demand respect from children, especially when they act out. But true respect is built on mutual understanding and trust. When you model the behavior you want to see in your child, you demonstrate the importance of treating others with kindness and compassion, even when emotions run high. Over time, your child will begin to internalize these lessons and will be more likely to show you the same respect in return. This approach fosters a deeper, more meaningful relationship with your child. Instead of being caught in a cycle of conflict, you create space for open communication and understanding. The result is a family dynamic that is rooted in mutual respect, where both parents and children can express themselves openly and honestly without fear of judgment or retribution. The power of setting boundaries with love. Setting boundaries in a calm and loving manner communicates to children that these limits aren't there to restrict them or punish them, but to guide and protect them. Boundaries are a crucial part of fostering a sense of safety, and they provide the structure children need to feel secure. But when these boundaries are communicated with a firm yet loving tone, they are far more effective in achieving lasting positive results. This approach teaches children that their actions have consequences, helping them develop a sense of accountability. However, it's essential to ensure that consequences are neither harsh nor punitive, but instead natural outcomes of their actions, allowing children to understand the importance of their decisions. By enforcing boundaries with empathy, we demonstrate that these guidelines are in place to help them grow, not to restrict their freedom. The importance of consistency and flexibility in boundaries. The balance between firmness and flexibility is a delicate one. Children need structure, but they also need room to grow and learn from their mistakes. If boundaries are too rigid, they can feel suffocating and may breed resentment in children, especially those who are naturally more independent or prone to testing limits. On the other hand, boundaries that are too permissive can lead to confusion, as children may feel uncertain about what is expected of them. They need to know where the lines are drawn, but they also need space to make mistakes, learn from them, and develop their own problem-solving skills. Finding this balance is key to nurturing responsible, self-aware children. For example, if a child refuses to follow a rule, it's important to calmly explain the reason behind it and outline the natural consequences they may face. This teaches children that rules aren't arbitrary, but are there to help them, and that their actions have real-world implications. Importantly, when we explain the reasoning behind our boundaries, we are not just enforcing rules, but building their understanding of why those rules are essential. This helps foster self-regulation in the child, as they learn not just what is expected of them, but why it's expected. Calmly enforcing consequences. Once a boundary has been crossed, it's essential to establish consequences. However, these consequences should never be delivered in a harsh or threatening manner. Instead, they should be calmly and clearly communicated, allowing the child to understand that the consequence is a direct result of their action. This method helps to eliminate the emotional charge that often escalates situations, preventing conflicts from becoming heated arguments. The key is to make sure that the consequence fits the behavior, is fair, and is applied consistently across similar situations. In these moments, it's important for parents to remember that consequences aren't just about punishment. They're about helping children learn valuable lessons. By consistently enforcing consequences, we teach children that they can't avoid responsibility for their actions and that their choices have real outcomes. This kind of consistency instills a sense of accountability and personal responsibility, which will stay with them throughout their lives. The importance of modeling behavior. Children learn primarily through observation, especially at a young age. They are like mirrors, reflecting the behavior they see around them. This makes it critical for parents to model the behavior they wish to see in their children. It's not enough to simply tell children how they should behave. They need to see that behavior in action, in both large and small moments of daily life. For instance, if a parent wants their child to be respectful, they must first model respect in their interactions with others. This includes everything from how they treat strangers and family members to how they handle their own frustrations or disagreements. Similarly, if parents want their children to listen attentively and engage in meaningful conversations, they must first show the importance of listening. This doesn't mean simply waiting for their turn to speak, but truly paying attention to what others are saying. This modeling helps children develop their communication skills and shows them how to approach interactions with others in a respectful and thoughtful manner. The power of leading by example cannot be overstated. Children may hear the rules and guidelines we set for them, but it's the way we act and react that truly shapes their behavior. If we want our children to remain calm in moments of stress, we must first show them how to navigate difficult situations with composure and patience. By modeling emotional regulation, parents teach children that it's okay to feel emotions, but it's how we choose to handle those emotions that makes all the difference. Authenticity over perfection. No one is perfect, and children don't need to see their parents striving for perfection. What they need is authenticity. They need to see that even when mistakes are made, the person they look up to is committed to doing better. This helps teach children the important life lesson that mistakes are a natural part of growth and that it's okay to stumble along the way. In fact, when parents show vulnerability by admitting when they've made a mistake or overreacted, it not only humanizes them, but also fosters a deep sense of trust and respect. Parents can take this opportunity to show children how to correct a mistake and make amends. This could involve an apology or a discussion about what could have been done differently. When parents demonstrate these behaviors, children learn that personal growth is a lifelong journey and that learning from mistakes is an essential part of that journey. Creating moments of connection. Respect doesn't only flourish in moments of conflict. In fact, some of the most powerful moments of connection between parents and children come when there is no conflict at all. It's essential to make time for these peaceful bonding moments where the focus isn't on discipline or rules, but on simply being present with each other. Whether it's through shared activities, open conversations, or simply spending time together without distractions, these moments lay the foundation for a strong, trusting relationship. These positive interactions help children feel heard and valued, and they create an environment where respect can flourish naturally. When children feel loved and appreciated, they are more likely to reciprocate that respect when it's needed most. Spending quality time together also gives parents the chance to get to know their children better, helping them understand their needs, desires, and emotional triggers. This deeper understanding makes it easier to set appropriate boundaries and handle challenging situations in a more empathetic way. The role of reflection and space for growth. After addressing a situation and setting appropriate boundaries, It's crucial to give children the space to reflect on their behaviour. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and respect isn't something that can be forced. By giving children time to process the situation, parents allow them to come to their own understanding of why their behaviour wasn't appropriate and what they can do differently in the future. This space encourages self-awareness and helps children develop emotional intelligence, which is crucial for building respectful relationships with others. Rushing a child to apologise or change their behaviour immediately can often lead to resistance or surface-level compliance. Real growth happens when children are given the opportunity to reflect on their actions and develop a genuine understanding of how their behaviour affects others. The goal is not to force an immediate change, but to create an environment where children feel safe to explore their actions and understand the impact they have on those around them. Choosing the right battles. As parents, it's essential to recognise that not every situation requires a reaction. Sometimes, the most powerful choice is to let small provocations pass without escalating them into conflicts. This doesn't mean ignoring important issues, but rather recognising which moments truly require intervention and which ones provide opportunities for children to learn and grow on their own. By choosing our battles wisely, we show children that not everything needs to be a confrontation, and that sometimes letting go of the small things can lead to more meaningful lessons. This approach also teaches children the importance of emotional regulation and resilience. By allowing them to handle minor frustrations or disagreements independently, parents empower children to take responsibility for their emotions and their actions. Celebrating progress and reinforcing positive behaviour. Finally, it's essential to celebrate the progress children make, no matter how small. Acknowledging their efforts and reinforcing positive behaviours helps build their confidence and encourages them to continue growing in a positive direction. Whether it's a simple acknowledgement like, "I noticed how calmly you handled that situation," or a more formal recognition of their progress, these moments of positive reinforcement are crucial for fostering self-esteem and motivation. Parents should also remember that growth is a journey, not a destination. It's easy to focus on correcting negative behaviours, but it's equally important to celebrate the small wins along the way. These moments of affirmation show children that their efforts matter and that they are capable of making meaningful changes in their lives. Maintaining a long-term perspective. Parenting is a long-term commitment, and it's essential to maintain a perspective that recognises that real change takes time. Each small step forward is an important part of the journey, and even if results aren't immediately visible, the foundation for lasting growth is being laid. By remaining patient, consistent, and loving, parents can create a nurturing environment where respect, responsibility, and emotional intelligence can flourish. As children grow, they will face new challenges and situations, but the foundation of respect and understanding that parents have built will guide them through those moments. Over time, the bond between parent and child grows stronger, and the lessons learned along the way will serve as a powerful tool for navigating the complexities of life. Conclusion. By implementing these strategies, setting clear boundaries, modelling respect, creating moments of connection, and celebrating progress, parents can foster an environment where respect flourishes naturally. It's not about perfection, but consistency and love. With patience and commitment, parents can help their children develop the emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills they need to navigate the world with confidence and compassion.